I'm Kara Mack, and there it is, the blue sky we've been waiting all day for. I feel like it looks beautiful downtown Portland right there. What a nice day. Well, it seems like everyone these days has some sort of sensitivity to food. Or is it made up or really a phenomenon? Well, here to explain more, we welcome the author of Living Skinny in Fat Genes. Felicia Stoler joins me. Dr. Felicia Stoler.
Yes.
We're already laughing because of our conversation beforehand and stories we're telling. So sorry. Like, I will get through this before I laugh any harder at you with you. My goodness. So food allergies, it's amazing.
Food
Everyone
allergies and sensitivities, right. Yeah, you need to ask.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's hard to find out, too, what is wrong. Because a lot of times you have a reaction, you can't quite nail it down.
That's right. Sometimes it can be very difficult to just pinpoint which thing it is that caused the reaction. And then is it an allergy? Is it a sensitivity? Is it something else? So, yeah. So there's so much. Like, I know when people come over to my house and I'm cooking or I'm having somebody as a guest, I always ask, any food allergies, intolerances, sensitivities? Like, lay it all out right now before I start cooking.
And you do need to ask.
Yeah.
And a lot of children have food sensitivities and allergies. What do you do to find out? Do you take a test? Should you start really paying attention to your diet when you feel like something's not right?
Well, you pay attention to your diet. I mean, there's certainly your tests that you can do that are out there. But, I mean, pediatricians don't, by rule, like, rush every kid in and test them right away at birth and, like, try to see what they're allergic to. So, you know, there is some research that suggests, and there's some data that suggests that babies that are breastfed tend not to have as many food allergies as other children do. So for any moms out there that are considering, you know, not sure about breastfeeding, the reason why you should, that does help to minimize food allergies.
So let's get to it. So we're talking about milk and lactose. A lot of people have that.
Lactose intolerance, correct. So people assume that if you have lactose intolerant, you absolutely cannot have dairy products. So, you know, summertime ice cream's really popular as a way to cool down. So you have options. You could either A, avoid dairy, and so you could have there are other non-dairy options in terms of frozen treats. There's, you know, coconut milk or almond milk based frozen desserts. I brought these acai. Right? It's acai that you can make a smoothie out of, and you know, you could just throw that into a blender with other stuff. You can make your own fruit smoothies. I got the immersion blender here, or you can take a lactase enzyme or lactate.
I'm trying not to laugh. This is what started us laughing the first time.
Exactly.
She's been traveling with this blender.
That's right. You know, somebody's wondering what is she doing with an immersion blender next to the curling iron, right? So weird. In my bag, right? So you could take a lactase enzyme. So that means you don't produce or have enough lactase enzyme in your body. So if you take it before you eat, then you can enjoy all dairy without any problems. And people with lactose intolerance can do yogurt and hard cheeses as well without problems.
So do you need to wait some time after you take it, or can you
15 or 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes before, and then it's available. It's bioavailable and ready to go.
And I feel like they've really nailed the ice creams and the milk. The cheese I have a little bit of a hard time with when you're trying to go for the dairy-free
and I love cheese, and I love cheese. We're going to talk about cheese right now. Wine and cheese are foods that are very high in histamines, right? We're in wine country here in Portland, and sometimes people think they have a sulfite allergy. No. Well, if you end up having a headache, your throat might feel a little itchy, you might get a little red or flush, or you have a rapid heart rate, like right after you drink some wine or some cheese, and craft beers do the exact same thing, you can have a histamine intolerance. So what that means, histamine naturally occurs in our body. It's part of our immune response, but you may lack an enzyme called diamine oxidase.
Okay.
So you may not have enough of it. Foods that are super high in histamine can be a problem, and you just may not make this enzyme. So you have options here. Your options are, you can drink some black tea before.
Oh, look at that.
If you like black tea, you can do that. Or you could take Umbrellux DAO, which is, again, the supplement form of the diamine oxidase. And if you're not sure if you have a histamine intolerance, there is a website that's called DAO Intolerance. Yeah, DAOintolerance.org.
Okay.
So you can go there and you can check your symptoms off and see if you have an intolerance to histamine. And the nice thing is with this is that it works right away. If you take it and you're unsure, and if it works and you don't have any symptoms afterwards, then you know that that's the solution.
So is that in the black tea?
No, it's not in the black tea. It's just an enzyme, just a natural way. But you can also get that on Amazon, or you can go to Umbrellux DAO.
Okay. Now, can kids have this?
Yes, kids can have that as
have
well.
that
Oh, wait, I gave the wrong information. It's daodeficiency.org.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's the website that you can go to for more information.
Now, you hear about people who say, I have a horrible reaction to wine. I get really bad headaches.
Right, exactly.
And not to say, oh, it's just a hangover, but is that another reaction?
That is another reaction as
Okay.
well. So if it happens very quickly, like we're not talking about headache the next day. We're talking about headaches that it's going to happen right away. I mean, I was just speaking at a conference, and one of my colleagues was always thinking that she had an allergy to sulfites, never realized that it was actually a histamine intolerance and that she didn't produce enough DAO. And she took it, she had a glass of wine, she hadn't drank wine in years. I mean, and dietitians, we love all things that are healthy for us.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Love that you are letting people enjoy their wine. Love it.
Yes.